videos. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing pumpkin patch nail art design. This one's a fun one because it kind of is a different design on each nail, but it's a theme. So we're going to start off, I've already done a base coat on my nails. So we're going to start off with this pale pastel lime green for our base color. And then once we get our base color down, we'll do a second coat just to make it fully opaque. And the next step is cleaning up around the edges just to make them nice and neat. So now we're ready to start placing our pumpkins. And to do this, I just took a white polish and dotted on two dots next to each other to get that pumpkin-y shape. It doesn't have to be completely perfect, but doing this, you could also use a dotting tool if you prefer. I chose to just use the brush tip because it gives you larger dots, but also if you want a 3D effect, this is going to give you a partially going to give you that by letting the white polish be a nice big dot. The only thing is, if you do that, you have to give yourself plenty of time to let these dry before moving on to your next step. Otherwise, you'll risk ruining your design because there's so much polish on there. So after I got the white base design down, I went through and cleaned up just a little bit on my cuticles where I had some nail polish flooding. Once you get that dry enough, it takes a while, I went back in with this very bright orange and just went over where the white base was laid out. So once that's fully dry, it takes, like I said, it took a long time for mine to dry before I moved on, but it's just because I had really thick drops of polish. But once they fully dry, I took this really pretty metallic orange and just dotted it onto, I think that's some sort of Tupperware lid that I don't have Tupperware for anymore, and just used a detailing brush. And what I did with this metallic orange is I outlined my pumpkin with it. There's a closer view for you, although my knuckle seems to be in the way. But I'm outlining the pumpkin, which actually was not planned that the white base was going to be overlapped, but I covered up the white base that the bright orange didn't cover. You can see on my ring finger in this part of the video that there's that white outline. So basically I was covering over that, but also giving the pumpkin a more three-dimensional and creative look. So I outlined the pumpkins with this metallic orange, and then I also did the lines on the pumpkin that curve to really give it the detail of what a pumpkin looks like. So here you can really see the lines being put in. It's a little bit more in focus. And then once you have that done, I used this really pretty green polish. It's part of Holotaco's new shifting polish line, but it's a green polish that shifts to like a different type of green. It was really pretty. So again, I put a couple drops of that on my plastic lid, and using my detail brush, I went in and added the, sorry, I usually mute my phone before I do these recordings. I apologize. I went in and added the stems or the stumps on top of the pumpkins, making sure that I put them in the direction that I wanted the pumpkin to be connected to the vine. And then with the same polish and detail brush, I just created the vine by painting a line with curves and little loopies, and tried to match up where it left one nail is where it picked up on the next one. That's what gives you the overall type of theme, like it's one design even though each nail is different. I like doing the little loop-dees. I think it's more Halloween-y, or rather, not Halloween-y, I would say probably more accurate as to pumpkin patches, as where the pumpkin vines tend to twist and curl and stuff like that. So get super creative with how you want your direction of your vine to go. Like on this finger, it's up at the top and swirls around to connect to the bottom, and just have fun with it. Try to make it look like one cohesive vine that's connecting all the pumpkins on your nails. So once you have your pumpkin patch all complete, it's up to you how you want to finish it off with the top coats. I personally decided I wanted some extra sparkle on mine. So what I used was Holo Taco's Flaky Holo Taco to add some extra shimmery glitteriness to it. But you don't have to do that if you choose not to. And you don't have to use these same colors either. You can change up your background color and use whatever kinds of polishes you have. I mean, you could do purple pumpkins. It's your nails. It's your creativity. That's what makes nail art so much fun, is making your own twist on everything. But I like the holographic glitter and I like the Holo Taco polish line, so I added Flaky Holo Taco on top. And then once that dried, I added my regular top coat, my thick, glossy, fast drying top coat. And then to completely finish the manicure off after that dried for a little bit, I added some nail oil and cuticle oil around it on top of my nails to help prevent damaging this design. Like I said, this design does take a long time to let dry in between the stages. Here's a close-up of how it turned out. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope that I'm creating things that you want to see for each season. Please let me know down below in the comments what you want to see next. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Notemon and also on my blog.